Welcome back to Burn and Barrel, and today we're going to be doing another review, and this is a bottle a lot of you have probably heard of, probably seen, probably even tried, or hopefully you've gotten the chance to try it because I've had this before. I've had this bottle plenty of times, but it was before I started recording videos, and so I actually haven't had one since I started this whole channel, and I got one recently enough to where on the fresh crack of this bottle, I would decided to do a review. Like I said, I've done this bottle before, I've tasted it, I know it's gonna be good, but I want to share my experience and kind of my notes and reviews with you, just in case if you've never gotten to try it or just want to have another opinion, just something. So this is obviously Eagle Rare 10 year. I know they have the 12 out right now. I really want to get the 12, I just haven't found it yet. It's kind of eluded me a little bit. I've been looking for it, but you know, it's one of those bottles that I'll get it eventually, probably. I'll probably find it, but it depends on how much I'm willing to pay, and that's just gonna be the reality of it. So, but for now, we're gonna stick with this one. This is the Eagle Rare 10 year. Of course, this is out of Buffalo Trace. So they obviously do a lot of that kind of stuff. This is out of Frankfort, Kentucky. 10 years, of course, 10-year age statement, 90 proof. Yeah, there's just not a lot that you can say is wrong with this bottle. I mean, it's a beautiful bottle, like absolutely stunning bottle, very pretty, very simple design, but I think that's what really captures a lot of people's attention, and especially mine, just with the eagle on the front, the script writing, the silver, the slender bottle, it's simple, elegant. I like it. I really just do like the design. It's not over the top or anything like that. Is it my favorite design? No, of course. I think there's some other fantastic design bottles that I've seen before, but this is a good one. I think it's a good design, nice and simple. But yeah, so that's it. That's the bottle we're going to be reviewing today. Of course, like I said, I hope you've gotten the chance to try it. I know I have, and I've enjoyed a full bottle of this and other tastes of this before, so I know this is gonna be really good. So, yeah, I guess let's just, with that little intro, let's just go ahead and get right into the glass. And so, as you can see, of course, it's got decent color on it. It's actually a little bit lighter than I remember. You know, being an age stated 10 years, I've seen bourbons and ryes and other whiskeys that are age dated for like 6 years, 8 years in Kentucky itself that are darker than this. So, you know, it's a little bit lighter than I remember, but that doesn't deter me at all because, again, I've tried this and I know it's gonna be delicious. But the color is a little bit lighter than I would imagine, but again, as I always say, the color of it is not a 100% idea. It just gives you some sort of look into what the bottle could contain. But I know that in this case it doesn't matter. So again, a little lighter color, but I will say, if you can see this, like I've been swirling it and it is just like coating the side of that glass right there. Like it's got some nice oiliness to it. It's not super runny. It's really coating the glass very nicely. So I think it makes up for it in that regard. So that's very encouraging and exciting to see. So yeah, with all that talk, let's just get right into the nose. So this is just very sweet. I mean, I get a little bit of a Smarties note, like a little bit of that artificial sugary type. A little bit of that, it smells like grape bottle caps, if you've ever had that before. Grape bottle caps, like that tart kind of candy-ish Smarties kind of thing. Yeah, I'm getting that. A little bit of like a caramelness in there, but it's really just dominated by that that candy-ish note, which is very nice. I really do enjoy that. As you know, if you've watched a bunch of my other videos, you know I like the sweeter side of some of these whiskeys, and if something is lacking a lot of sweetness, then I tend to stay away from it or tend to not like it as much. But this one is not lacking sweetness at all, at least on the nose. I mean, this has got that nice tart candy, a little bit of caramel. I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple, honestly. I mean, being 90 proof, I'm not expecting it to be super in-depth, super complex. But again, This is a 90 proof bottle. You can find it relatively okay. It depends on where you're at, but it also is only 40-ish, 45 bucks. So it's not super expensive. You're not gonna break the bank if you can get it for MSRP and find it. But it's got a nice note to it on the nose. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely just solid, like very, very good. So yeah, let's just get right into the palate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just good stuff. It's not, there's no bitterness at all, no tannins, no nothing like that. With it, you may expect with something a little bit older, not too over oaked or anything. This is actually really, really nice. So again, I get a little bit more of that like grapey bottle cap type sweetness on the front. It's not as sweet as the nose, but like just like a little bit. I get a little bit more of a leather type in there. A little leathery, a little like that candy tart sugariness there as well. Up front, I get that with that like I said, that little leatheriness coming in through the back of it. And then the finish itself is not super long. Like I get the sweetness of the front, a little leatheriness in there. And as it goes to the finish, it becomes a little bit more of that leathery caramel type thing. But it doesn't last super long. It's not short. I would say it's a short medium in there, like just to last a couple seconds and it just kind of dissipates. But it's not like instant that I've had with like some like 80 proofers or just ones that just had short finishes. This one though does not have a long finish whatsoever, which is not a bad thing. You know, if it's bad notes, you don't want it to have a lingering effect, but considering I do like the notes in this one, I would hope it would hang around just a little bit longer, but the fact that it doesn't, again, is not the end of the world, honestly. Because like I said, it is super nice how it is, and honestly, it's not asking to be too much. Like it's just being a solid sipper, nothing too crazy or in depth. Yeah, I mean, so again, just to kind of recap this bottle, it's got a nice sweetness. If you're into that, like if you're into a little bit of sweetness like I am, like if you like a little bit of sweetness on the bottles that you drink, then you will definitely like this one. It's a good starter. If you're just getting into bourbon, I think it's a great pour because, again, it's not super oaky. It's not super bitter. It's not super in your face. It's 90 proof. It's not proofy at all. Not a lot of ethanol. I think there's just a lot of good qualities for a lot of different people. Like an experienced drinker, I wouldn't consider myself super experienced, but I wouldn't consider myself a beginner. Kind of in that middle ground, but even for someone like me or someone who's has drunk whiskey a lot longer than I have, they can still appreciate and enjoy this pour. But I think a beginner can too. I think somebody who is not into bourbon can, who wants to get into it can, because it's very approachable. It's got a nice sweetness to it. It's got a little bit of that leatheriness in there to kind of introduce those extra notes. But I don't think it's super complex to where even a beginner can't appreciate it. I think anybody really could appreciate this bottle just because of how it's not asking to be too much. It's not asking to be something super complex or something that it's not. It is just there and it is good. It's good and enjoyable. So for me, that gives me an easy 7 out of 10. It is a couple notches above average. Like I don't think it's an average bourbon. I think it's not even just slightly above average. I think it is a good bourbon, and that's where I like to put good whiskeys. Like good, very good, good to very good is in that 7 category. If it's more very good, I tend to go more 8, but I wouldn't. I think it's good. I think there is good qualities of this bourbon to give it a 7 out of 10. So again, very approachable for all sorts of levels of people who drink whiskey. Very good notes. Nothing bad I can say about it, honestly, and it's not trying to be something it's not. So I'm very satisfied with that. So I think that's gonna be it for me today. Again, I love this bottle. I've tried it before, obviously, so this is just kind of reiterating what I've tried before, and honestly, this is a fresh crack, but it's very much how I remember it. Very good, very delicious. So, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this review. As always, if you want to check out a summarized version of this review, be sure to check the description down below. Also, be sure to check out a couple of these videos on screen, a couple of reviews that I've done on this channel, and you should check out my channel as well to check out all the other videos that I've done as well. But I think that's going to be it for me today. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time here on Burn and Barrel.